We just hit 100 subscribers. Holy shit. This is crazy. I have 100 people that are following me, watching me along this journey. And how lucky am I? How freaking lucky am I? Hopefully it's more. It gets more. But for now, just starting a fresh YouTube channel a little bit ago, kind of documenting what's going on with my journey. It's kind of crazy. I'm honestly really happy with it. So I appreciate all you guys subscribing who are subscribed, who are following along with this journey. I have a lot on my mind, so that's why I'm kind of making a video. It's not really a 100 subscribers special or anything, but I wrote some notes on, I think it was yesterday, Saturday, it's Sunday now. I wrote some notes on Friday as well. This is kind of just going to be an unedited raw video again, because honestly, I've been liking these just to, it's real, man. It's authentic, and I'm not going to fucking edit a 12-minute video, because why would I do that? No one gives a shit about that. But I wrote some notes down on Saturday I wanted to share. The idea of backup plans are engraved into the memory of the last generation. But the reality is, backup plans kill dreams, and because of them, most people don't even start. But in fact, you never actually start from zero. You lose, quote unquote, everything. You have the experience and those skills to guide you and help you towards your next goal. So those are kind of like two separate ideas that I want to talk about. And then I wrote this. I've been sick, and thus I've been very mentally annoyed, not being able to work. But God has given me the moments to reflect on my life, and I've learned so much. So I kind of want to dive into those ideas real quick. So the idea of backup plans. I want to show you guys something that I just got. If you didn't look at my shorts, burn the fucking ships, baby. No going back. I told you guys I dropped out of college, and I wasn't kidding. And every time I'm on my laptop and my computer, and I look left and see that, I'm going to remember, and it's a sign. And that shit gives me fucking motivation, and it gives me grace to know that I know that I made the right decision. And every time I look to my left, I remember that decision I made. And so that gives me the drive to be successful at this to all the people that doubt me. And just talking about it is getting me hyped up right now. I like hype myself up by talking about this. But the idea of backup plans is engraved into the last generation. It has. Every single person I talk to that is above the age of like 40 in their 50s has this idea that you need a backup plan, you need a backup plan, you need a backup plan. I'm like, okay, the only time you need a backup plan is when lives are at stake. For example, being a first responder. Sure, I understand you need a backup plan. But in terms of life, in terms of business, in terms of what I want to do with my life, having a backup plan is minimizing risk. I understand that, and I understand you say that with good intentions. But number one, it's my life, so don't tell me that I need a backup plan, because you have no idea if you need a backup plan. You're just assuming that because that's what you've done with your life, and you think you live your life the way you want to live it, but you have never even seen the perspective of the other side because you've always tried to minimize risk. That's number one. Number two is, when you create a backup plan, you are killing your dreams because you are not going 100% into them. That's why they burn the ships, because that our only option is forward. We're not going back. So by eliminating that other option, you put maximum time, effort, and energy into that one option, and you will not fail. You will not fail if you go 100%. But people don't go 100%, and so that's why they create a backup plan, because they don't fucking work hard. And that's their problem. And that's why they say, oh, well, I should have made a backup plan. Yeah, well, you should have fucking went all in if you knew you weren't going to fucking work hard. But I know who I am, and I know what I stand for, and I'm going to work my fucking ass off, so there doesn't need to be a backup plan. And guess what? If I lose this all, I'm just going to use my experience and skills to start another one. Like, when I talk about like AI and stuff and how much I like use it and rely on it, you know, there's questions like, what if AI, like, what if you're not able to use AI? What if you get hacked? What if what if you are relying too much on AI? And you're not using it? And okay, let's say this. Let's say I don't use AI anymore and learn skills without it. Then I'm behind everyone else that is. And if AI is down, then there's a lot fucking bigger problems than my business if AI is down. Because our government, our society is now running off AI and relying on it to thrive and survive. And the fact that, you know, you could even say that just is just, honestly, it's stupidity in my opinion, but it is what it is. AI is the future of this generation and the future of modern society. And I'm going to use it, and I'm going to rely heavily on it because it does most of the work for me. I don't need to hire virtual assistants or employees to my business because I have AI. I don't need to pay thousands of dollars for some stupid agency to fucking scam me because of AI. There's so many reasons to go on and on. I will rely on it to be my, you know, whatever, my guy on my left-hand side, my right-hand man, right? You know what I mean? And then again, the fact that people never actually start their dreams because they're so afraid. So they do everything and they wait and they say, oh, you know, when I graduate college, I'll do that. Well, when I save enough money, when I get a house, when after the kids, you know, after the marriage, just fucking start, bro. Just fucking start. I kid you not. You are killing your dream. You are killing your little boy or little girl self saying, hey, you know what? We're not going to go for that dream we wanted to go for. Instead, we're going to go work a 9 to 5 and have a stable job and a stable income with corporate and be unhappy for the rest of our fucking lives and choose the backup plan. Sorry, little guy. Like maybe in some other lifetime. You are killing your little kid self because you are so afraid of what is not to come. You are anxious and the uncertainty is too much for you, which I understand. If you don't want to be an entrepreneur, don't be an entrepreneur. If you don't want to follow your dreams, don't follow your dreams. I don't care. I'm just saying what I believe in, and you know, you can have whatever opinion you want about it. But again, the reason why people don't follow their dreams is because of the uncertainty and because they want a backup plan and they don't put maximum energy into it. They're chasing trying to chase two rabbits at once. Well, the other guy's chasing one. He's going to have a way better chance of catching it than you ever will. But you have to run in two different directions while he can have tunnel vision and chase the rabbit down. I mean, it's obvious at that point. And it's like, what is the worst that could happen? I'm still going to have food. I'm still going to have shelter. I still have a place to sleep in. And if you're living in the U.S., I don't want to judge based on a situation, but most kids probably have a place to sleep and a, you know, food to eat. Whether it's not their home, they probably have a friend, you know? So what is the worst that could happen, you know? And I understand bills have to be paid, but while you're at your 9 to 5, say, right? What does your 5 to 9 look like? Are you putting maximum time into that 5 to 9 and into that creativity part of your life where you're actually building? Or are you saying, screw it, that's too much work and just, you know, shitting off at your 9 to 5, whatever. And then I wrote, so for the past, I think it started on Wednesday. It was Wednesday, Thursday. And then I worked at the station on Friday, Saturday. But Wednesday, Thursday, I was sick. And then Friday, Saturday, I had a 48-hour shift. I was sick, and I was pissed that I couldn't work. And I realized, I sat down and reflected. The 2 times where I haven't been able to actually work or because of injuries of sickness was that time, and a couple weeks ago when I decided to drop out because my elbow was hurt. My elbow was hurt. I wasn't working. People were over. I was outside thinking, pondering, talking to my dad, and he kind of was just talking to me, and he's just like, bro, just do it. If you have to go back, you can go back. You want this. You know you can do this. This is what you want. Burn the fucking boats. And my elbow was broken, and I made that decision kind of right there and then in my mind. I remember I was like, I'm just gonna do it, and I was real. I knew that what I was saying in my head was honest and true and 100% authentic. I was going to do it, and so that was God gave me time to reflect from not working for something even greater than work. And just recently, I took some days off, and I got sick, and I think it was because I was overworking myself, mostly not getting enough sleep, working 9-12 hours a day in this basement, dark, and not getting optimal amount of sleep, 6-7 hours, waking up at 6 every morning, going on runs, just drinking coffee, going to the gym, and then coming right back here. And it gave me time to reflect, and that's not okay. I just lost 2 days because I was overworked myself. Sometimes less is more. And I'm still going to work just as hard. I'm still going to work those 9, 12-hour days. I'm just going to get my rest. And I have to cut it off at certain times. And I have to, the problem is I set such a high standard for myself by working that much. And I want to get everything done in this like one day. And then if I don't get it done, I just want to keep working to get it done. And I'm so bad at like, when I close my laptop, work is done, go whatever. When I close my laptop, my mind is still fucking thinking like constantly. And that's a problem I have that I have to work on. But it gave me time to reflect on that and also just in my life. And just, I love looking up at the sky and looking up, just laying down in my room and looking up at the ceiling and just pondering, just wondering, like, I don't even know, just like random shit. It was just time to reflect on myself and reflect on kind of like the last couple months of my life, or the last couple months of my life. And it was good. It was definitely good for me. The fact that I was sick, no, but that time off. But we're right back at it on Sunday night. I had a long ass day. I'm recording videos now, and I'm gonna edit, and then I'm gonna hit the hay and wake up at 5 tomorrow because I'm gonna go to bed at like 8. So, but yeah, man, I was pretty pissed off when I was writing this because I just keep hearing the same shit, and it's like I can't change people's minds, but I can try to at least get them to understand, but even still they won't understand. And that's okay. And I just want to make so much money to impact so many lives to then come back and say, hey, look at this. And I know vengeance is the worst way to, and showing them like, hey, look what I did is the worst way. And by working up to a better status than them, it's already showing them. I still want to do it. And that's giving me motivation right now, so I'm going to use it. And whatever I can use, I'll take, because staying motivated is not easy, obviously, when the work is, some work sometimes it's fun, most of the time it's boring, but it's got to get done. With that being said, we are at 4,100 MMR right now. MRR. It is Sunday. I started ads on Monday. I got 2 book calls, 2 no-shows, kind of shitty leads. Spent like, I don't even know, like 300 and something bucks so far. Not worried about it. We're testing creatives. I'm gonna torch most of this money. It's fine. I was expecting it. But as soon as I see the results, and I'm already kind of watching them with my ads manager, but we're going to just bang on the creatives, create ad copies on those creatives, and then launch again next month with a bigger budget. And it is what it is. This is part of it. The ad copy and the testing is part of the marketing. And it's hard for me to understand that because I'm just like, go, and I want leads, and I want to work now. But I have 12 clients right now that I'm keeping up with and handling, and so a lot of them are starting meta advertising. So I have a lot of work to do in the future. So I got a lot to focus on now. So I'm not really worried about leads right now. And I got, 3 guys on trial still. So hopefully we can get up to around 5,600 MRR, which would be past my goal of 5K MRR a month, which would be, it's going to be a moment to reflect for sure of how far I've come. And then 10K is the bigger goal, which is, if I get that, man, wow. And I know I'm gonna, it's just a matter of time, I just want 10K profit would be fucking awesome. That wouldn't be all profit when I get 10K MRR, but exciting future. I just want to help so many people and make a lot of money to prove everyone wrong. So I know that's not the way to do it. And entrepreneurs that I've learned from, whether it's their autobiography podcasts, have told me it's not the way to go, but yet here I am. So thanks for watching. Thank you for 100 subscribers. If you want to follow the build, you can go in the description. All my socials will be linked there. And I will see you guys in the next video.